The sun's coming up, the drinks are hot, and now it's time for our first cup. Today, the joy in anger. Quick note before we begin, I've gotten a lot of new subscribers since the last video. Just wanted to say thank you and welcome. Hope you enjoy your time here. So, I was having a conversation with my buddy Troy a couple of days ago. Troy is a longtime friend and collaborator. He's afflicted with the same sort of academic training that I am, and it's given us a unique way to kind of bond with each other across our careers and our lives. I really like Troy for a lot of reasons. One of them is a very distinct contrast Troy has with other academic people, and that is that Troy is just joyful. At his core, Troy is just a happy man. He loves what he does. He loves the media that he loves. There's an effervescence in it that, yeah, it's just rare, and I really appreciate that. I'm more of the hope type, but Troy's joy is just infectious. It's one of the things I really enjoy about him. But anyway, Troy is not only defined by his joy, right? He is a whole person, just like hopefully we all are in one way or another. And one of the other things that I appreciate about Troy is that he's got a very kind of direct sense of anger, too. Yeah, anger. And it's not just that kind of stereotyped anger that we assign to a lot of people, a lot of men especially, where it's just this raging kind of non-directional anger. No, Troy is very specifically angry about specific things. I think he and I share that. Tourists and their dogs. I'm really going to wonder if that's going to get picked up. Anyway, yeah, Troy's got this very specific anger, and that's something I can appreciate because, frankly, that's how I get angry most of the time. That's how I was taught to get angry. It's that kind of anger where, you know, if you're trying to like move a refrigerator up a flight of stairs and you're near the top of the stairwell, but the fridge is just really heavy, right? And you're like, God damn it, just go! And like you push it up and it gets up the stairs, right? It's that kind of goal-directed, very specific, very clear anger. It's like anger is a tool, not just a vague feeling. And as I was talking to Troy on this call, I kind of realized that joy and anger fit together very importantly, very clearly. Because that goal-directed anger, that anger that's pointed at accomplishing something or improving something or at looking at something and just knowing that there's something more there. That anger is informed by a sense of joy, by a sense of hope, by a sense of knowing that things can be better, that we have done, can do, and will do better. But I think this kind of joyful anger hasn't really been present in the world, at least as far as I've seen it, for the last 10 years or so. The kinds of anger that I've seen are, like I said, those kind of stereotypical, non-directional, just, abstract rage sorts of situations, right? They're anger without hope, anger without any sense of purpose or responsibility or direction, anger that's just there for anger's sake, or anger that's there for the sake of building catastrophe or imparting a sense of catastrophe. If we don't do this, this thing will go away forever. If we elect this person, this terrible thing will happen. If we don't elect this person, this terrible thing will happen. Get angry, get afraid. It's anger based out of fear. It's just kind of a lashing out. No direction. But I don't think we need to have that kind of anger in our world. I think we should all be a little bit more joyful and hopeful with our anger. I think we can be a little bit more like Troy, specifically angry at things that we know don't have to be that way. I think we should practice this anger, in fact, especially if you're a man. A lot of times the world doesn't want to let us be angry, but I think we need to be. I think there's a purpose to that anger. I think it can be a great fuel, a great motivator, a great engine of change and of doing, of being more than we are. I guess in other words, what I'm saying is that if we practice this disciplined anger, maybe, just maybe, we can spread the word, get other people to understand that there is joy in anger. Please remember that regardless of what you've heard or what I've said, death comes for us all, and a closed mouth never gets fed. Take care of yourselves. Get angry. Just a little bit. I'll see you soon.